Alright, today we're doing Packet Tracer 4135, configuring IPv4 and IPv6 interfaces. So part 1, assign IPv4 addresses to R1 and LAN devices. Referring to the addressing table, configure IP addressing for R1 LAN interfaces, PC1 and PC2. The serial interface has already been configured. So I'm going to go into R1. And the password is Cisco. Enable, password is class. Conf T, interface, G, oops, would help if I could type. So we're over here in this table, and we're going to configure the G0 and G01 interfaces with IP addresses and subnet masks. Interface, IP address 172.168.20.1, and then we type in 255.255.255.128. And while we're in here, I'm going to go ahead and say no shut. Interface G01, IP address is 172.168.20.129. Oops, that's an 8. 129. 255.255.255.128. No shut. So they said the serial interface has already been configured, so I'm going to go ahead and do PC1 and PC2 now. PC1 is 172.168.20.10. Subnet mask is, where am I? 255.255.255.128. And then the default gateway is 172.168.20.1. So we're going to go down and do the same thing to PC2. PC2 address is 172.168.20.138. 255.255.255.128. Default gateway 172.168.20.129. Alright, so fast forward, get that all going. PC1 and PC2 should be able to ping each other and the dual stack server. So let's try to ping each other. PC1 to PC2. Failed. PC1 to PC2 again. Successful. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a minute. So PC1 to dual stack. Failed. Try again. Successful. PC2 to dual stack. Successful. Alright. So referring to the addressing table, configure IP addressing for R2 LAN interfaces, PC3 and PC4. The serial interface is already configured. So now we're going to go into R2, and we're going to do the same thing we did on R1, except we're doing IPv6 this time. And the passwords for those were Cisco and class, as always. Conf T. So router 2, we're going to go into interface G00, and instead of IP address and then the address, we do IPv6 address 2001:db8:C0D:12:1/64. I'm going to do a no shut in here, and then I'm going to go to interface G01 and do the same thing. IPv6 address 2001:db8:C0DE:13:1/64. No shut. Alright. Then PC3. So PC3, the IPv6 address stuff is down here. 2001 DB8 C0D 12:A/64, and the default gateway is FE80:2. Now PC4, down here again, 2001 colon DB8 colon C0 DE colon 13 colon A / 64, and the default gateway is FE80 colon 2 again. So now PC3 and PC4 should be able to ping each other and the dual stack server. So let's fast forward a couple times. All right, we should be good. So PC3 to 4, successful. PC3 to dual stack, failed. Let's try that again, fast forward. PC3 to dual stack, failed. PC3 to dual stack again, failed. Well, it was working. Failed. Should be working. Let's try PC4. Failed. Well, Packet Tracer seems to be acting up. Everything is configured correctly. It was working for me earlier. May have to restart it and try again. Sometimes Packet Tracer is a little touchy, but that is how we do this one. Thanks for watching.